In today's video, we are going to learn top 5 tricks inside of After Effects with one bonus tip as well. So without wasting any much more time, let's get started. If you feel shy in front of girls, so do your layers in front of pro animators. And here is the trick. So here is the trick. Now I have one animation over here. As you guys can see, we have recently created one tutorial out of it. And now in this animation, there are so many layers are animating. And now I want to focus only on this start collection or coins layer, which is this one. Or you can say this magnifying glass. But I don't want to look at any other layer. I only want to focus on this layer. So what I can do is that I can select this layer and I can lock this layer and I can select all the other layers by hitting Control A. And over here, you will find this option called Shell. All you need to do is simply click on it. And after that, if you click on the layers, and if you enable this, all these other layers are gone from your timeline, which means they are still there, but you cannot see that. And then you can unlock this magnify layer and you can select this and you can hit U. And now you can only focus on this layer over here. All the other layers are quietly invisible for now. Then if you want to enable those again, simply click on this icon, then all of them are going to reappear. Most people know that you can create animation loops by applying the loop out expression to the layer. But what they don't know is that you can apply the same expression to compositions as well. So here is the trick. Now over here I have this animation which is in the form of comp, and this animation timeline is limited up to 6.5 second or something. And now what I want is that after this as well I want to run this animation. So there are two ways to do. Simply hit Ctrl D to duplicate it, and with the help of open square bracket move this over here like that. You can hit O to go at the end of this comp. Select this, hit Ctrl D, with the help of open square bracket move this over here. So this is the one way. The another way to do this animation in the form of loop, or and that is also on our composition. Simply go at the end, right click and choose time and choose enable time remapping. Shortcut key is Ctrl Alt T and simply click on it. Now before the last keyframe, we will create one keyframe and I'm going to remove this stuff and Alt click on the stopwatch over here, and we are going to apply loop out expression on it, and we will deselect this layer. And now what you can see over here, if I hit spacebar, after that keyframe, I'm going to go this animation in the form of loop, and it's still going to get continued like that. Do you want to add wiggle to your animation but have more control than just using numbers and expressions? Here is the trick. Okay, so usually to create wiggle, what we generally do is simply select this layer, press T for position, Alt click on the stopwatch and apply wiggle. And usually we type numbers like 3, comma 30 or something, and we deselect it. And then what you will get is something like that in the form of wiggle. But if you want more than that, then what you can do is that you can select this layer and you can go to the effect and presets panel and search for wiggle position effect and double click to apply. And over here you will get all of these readings than just the numbers, and you it's a little bit dynamic as well. Over here what you can do is that you can animate the amount of wiggle very easily. Along with that you can animate the speed as well and you will get the more creative control to your animation. You can add skew as well, rotation as well. It totally depends on you how you want your animation. Okay, so this effect is very useful when you want to apply wiggle but you want more creative control as well. Are you bored of those fancy text animation? Want something smooth and appealing to watch without using graph editor, ease in, ease out? Then this trick is only for you. Okay, so just to showcase a difference, we will create two animations which we are going to apply on this text is going to be my trick. Okay, so first let's start with the normal animation that we do and we where we apply ease in, ease out and graph editors. Generally what we do is we go to the animate and we choose position, and let's say position we choose 150, so it will go downwards. Then we go to the range selector, we create one keyframe at the start, we go somewhere around over here, we create make this animation 100, we select this keyframe and we hit F9. Then we go to the add property and we choose opacity and make our opacity 0. Just to guess, we need to add some blur, you can add that as well, and let's make this blur value to somewhere around 19, and we are going to get something like that. And just to get this animation more smooth, what we generally do is that we create we select this keyframe, we go to the graph, right click, and we choose edit speed graph. We select this and we simply bring this lines like that. And just to showcase a little bit smoothness, we let's choose this position 80. So we are going to get something like that. Okay, so this is the one way to animate that. But now if I want to animate this text layer, but without using any graph editor and any fancy, just a normal keyframes, and it's going to look very bit smooth as well. So in that case, what we can do, let's try this animation on this text layer. We'll select this text, we'll go to the animation, and we are going to choose same position, and position value, let's choose 80. And now instead of going on range selector and creating keyframe on the start, I'm going to create keyframe on offset, and on this offset I'm going to make this value -100 like that. Let's create one keyframe, and then you can go somewhere around over here in the middle, and let's make this value 100. Now if you check it out, this animation, obviously we are getting weird stuff, so we need to do some small changes. We can go to the add menu, property, and we'll choose opacity, and let's make this opacity 0. Then we'll go to the add property and we will choose blur, and let's make this value blur to somewhere around 10. And if you check it out, this still we are not getting anything. So now what we can do, we need to go to the advanced options, and over here, shape, right now it's square, we will choose ramp up, and ease high we are going to choose 25, and ease low we are going to choose 100. And now if I check it out, this animation, you can check it out the smoothness between these animation. Okay, same text animation, but this one is without any graph, just a simple tweaks in the settings. So this is the trick. You are free to choose any kind of a text animation you want, but I would suggest that this animation looks very, very smooth. And over here, you can play around the property. Like right now, it's based on characters, but if you want, you can choose words as well. So now they are going to animate words only. Okay, so it's totally up to you, like that. If you're still using shadow effect to give shadow to your animation, then you are already behind. But here is the trick. Now here is my text over here. I have this previous text which we have animated, and I just gave one not completely white but grayish background. And most of the time when we apply shadow, what we do is we select text, we go to the effect and presets panel, and we search for drop shadow effect, and we double click to apply. Then we increase the distance, we increase the softness, maximum, we try to maximize this effect, and we go to the opacity options and we choose somewhere around 25%, and distance we adjust somewhere around like that. Okay, so this is the one way to adjust the shadows, but obviously this looks not completely awesome. So what we can do is that we can select this layer and we can hit Ctrl D to duplicate it. We can select the second layer and you can go to the character options and choose something like black. Now we will select the second layer, which is this one. Let's hide this layer for now. We will focus on this black layer. Go to the effect and presets panel and search for CC radial fast fox blur and double click to apply. So it will create something like that. Then select this center options, select this anchor point, and let's try to bring this over here like that. So our shadow is going to be something around like that. And let's increase the amount to 99. Okay, and let's disable our top layer like that. And now if you are going to check it out, this animation, you will get something like that. It totally depends on you how much distance you want. You can choose distance according to your needs. I choose somewhere around like that. You can choose standard, brightness, darkest, etc. according to your needs, but standard would be awesome. You can select this layer, you can press T for opacity, and you can adjust the opacity according to your needs. And then you can animate the center as well. For example, at the start, create one keyframe at the center, and at the end, let's move this anchor from here to here. So now there is going to be animation for you over there. So if you check it out, this, we are gonna get this animation like that. Okay, this is how cool it is. Okay, so this is how you can create this kind of a shadow as well inside of After Effects. Okay, so here we are in After Effects and I have this T and this red background over here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this T and I'll press Ctrl Shift C to recompose, and I'm going to call it as T only. And we need to make sure that move all attributes into the new composition is on. Okay, then and then only this effect is going to work, and simply hit OK. Then we'll press P for position to create one keyframe. Then we'll go somewhere around 20 frames to create another keyframe. And at the start, we are going to bring this T out of this composition. So we are going to get something like that. Now, what I can do is that I can select this and just to create one little bit of exaggeration, like, whenever someone gets stopped, there is a pseudo force that applies to that object, which means the force which has no origin. Okay. So to do that, what we can do, you can go to the effect and presets panel and search for CC Bandit effect and double click to apply. And with the help of this effect, you can create this kind of a bending animation. So obviously, initially when it's coming from here, I want it should be like that. So let's make this proper 30 like that. And not at this point, but somewhere around over here, I'll create that keyframe on bend, hit the U. Let's go somewhere around over here. Let's make this minus 30. Okay. Then not minus 20, but minus 30 over here. Okay. Then go few frame forward and let's make this minus 20, not minus 20, sorry, but 20. Then go few frame forward, let's make this 10, not 10 but minus 10 or something. Then go few frame forward and let's make this value 0. So if we check it out this, we are gonna get something like that. Okay, we'll get something like this. You can select those keyframe and hit F9 as well to get a little bit of that effect. Okay, not this layer, simply click on this one like that. Now just to make this animation fast, little bit enable the motion blur, and you can select all of these layers, and by holding Alt you can bring this up to 1 second. So now if you check it out this animation, we are gonna get something like that. Okay, like this. You can select these last keyframes and by holding Alt increase the duration of it. Okay, we'll get something like that. Okay, and hit N. You can right click new and create one adjustment layer, and just to give motion blur effect to this, you can search for motion blur, pixel motion blur, and double click to apply. Okay, and now it will take a little bit time to load this animation because motion blur effect takes time to load. Okay, like that. And we are gonna get that effect over here. Okay, like that. And now if we check it out this animation, we will get something like that.